First Alert Weather is sponsored by St. Francis Healthcare System.
The rain has started to go away, but not quite yet. We have light to moderate rain this afternoon, closing out your Sunday, but possible fog tonight. That depends on how clear our skies are with the precipitation moving out of the area. A major warm up for the work week, reaching temperatures of up to 70 degrees. The Arizona in me is very excited for that. We can take and let's focus in on Futurecast. The precipitation finally moving fully out by this afternoon about 1 p.m. Wind heavy coming in from the north across the heartland. That's going to start to move out of the way along with that cloud coverage by this evening. That trend will continue through the overnight hours into Monday. We can note that Evansville has some lower than 32 degrees, below freezing temperatures by about 6:30 a.m. with the rest of the heartland staying warm. Continuing through Monday, cloud coverage moves out of the heartland with a pretty clear start to your work week. That trend is continuing to Tuesday with some patchy clouds coming in from the west, but nothing that should be ruining your plans too much for the beginning of the work week. Rain chances this week. Clear skies, clear skies, clear skies. But if we move to the side, we do have some isolated showers, maybe for some Thursday and Friday. You'll want to keep tuning in to your First Alert Weather for more details about this system moving in. Highs today. What's that major warm up? Well, we have upper 50s all day today on the heartland, with those only warming up as the week continues. 58 in Mount Vernon, 55 in Paducah, 54 in Union City. You can probably start retiring those heavier sweaters and really just enjoy the short sleeves as we feel a departure from some of that colder weather. Lows tomorrow is showing us a very similar trend. Right now, we are seeing some just above freezing, some 30s, but still those highs that I mentioned before are 15 to even 25 degrees above our average for this time of the year. 35 in Mount Vernon, 34 in Paducah, 36 in Cape Girardeau. Those warmer temperatures as you're starting your Monday. 7-day forecast. Well, we can see a lot of the similar trends. Monday, clear skies with that sun peeking through the clouds. 10%, maybe some slight sprinkles on Tuesday, but really nothing you should concern yourself with to any high degrees. We see that trend of cloud coverage through the rest of the work week, with those chances for precipitation and showers returning on Thursday and Friday at the end of the work week. Temperatures, lows. We even see that low from Tuesday to Wednesday at 55, reaching those low 70s for 72 on Wednesday and 73 on Thursday.